Hello Mad Nation, Skips here for another exciting edition. It is not your den, it is not my den, but it is the Mad Den, aka the latest show, the internet's most passionate show about John Madden NFL 12 football, kicking off with a bang, show 210. Today we're talking not about the Super Bowl loss by the New England Patriots, not about the Super Bowl win by the New York Giants, but VG Raven Maniac's run and gun guide. That's right, he has come out with a second guide, and guys, it's stellar. Run and gun is very similar in terms of the power plays, I guess you could call it, that the Atlanta Falcons has. It does not have the empty Falcon, but does have shotgun empty bunch, 5 wide empty bunch. So pretty interesting formation. So we're gonna have to take a look at that. We'll get into that further as the week progresses. But today we're gonna talk about the base formation, the base single back ace twins formation that he starts off with the guide. And we're going to take a look at that, and I'll jump right into it. I mean, I know you guys probably, one thing you know is the beard is gone. The bearded wonder. Yeah, but, I mean, ultimately, yeah, Giants deserved to win the game, and the Patriots didn't. I mean, I think what hurt the most is what I said before, yesterday in a post, that the Patriots didn't lose the game, right? They didn't lose the game. The Giants won the game. So you got to think about that, right? I mean, Patriots didn't do anything really to lose. I mean, they had a couple of miscues here, but you got to expect that in a game. I mean, but you have to capitalize on things like those 3 fumbles or that Wes Welker catch. I mean, or not catch, but you have to capitalize on those things, and we didn't. That's what happens. That's what makes you a champion. That's what makes Eli Manning great. That throw to Mario Manningham was unbelievable. Probably a better throw than the David Tyree play. The David Tyree play is still better, but that throw by Eli Manning to Mario Manningham was unbelievable. I mean, you hear Hasselback and ESPN always saying dropping dimes. He dropped a dime on the sideline to Manningham. So enough of that. I mean, I'm starting to get depressed thinking about it. I hear the parade going on in the background. The Giants are parading all over New York because of the W. But let's get our zoomy zoom on. I still don't have my tripod from Zach. From Z Falls. Z Falls was, you know what? Z Falls was at the game, and he was asking me, he's like, "Why don't you want to go to the game?" And I think probably maybe deep down, maybe that's the reason why I didn't want to go to the game. I just didn't want to be there for that that moment. So let's get our zoomy zoom on. Here it is. Zoom. So there's our zoomy zoom. I'm gonna post a link into the guide to show this, so you can read along with it. And there's also videos that he did. Nick just was a baller with this thing. So the first formation we're going to take a look at, ace twins. He says that he recommends coming out in the counter, but we already have that as an audible that he set, so I'm going to suggest a different play to come out in. Let's take a look what we got here. I'm probably going to say let's come out in PA boot. And I say come out in PA boot for a specific reason, and we'll see what it is. Let me see here. Let's see how this works. Just checking it out here. No, guess I don't like that, really. I guess, I don't know. I mean, no, that's pretty good. I mean, the reason I'm looking at this play is just because it's got the post corner route. You got a blue route in the block. Here you have it now. He's going to go out. Only problem I worry about is that congestion there from Jimmy Graham. Maybe I place Graham on a curl, Thomas on a streak, or Thomas on a slant out, Graham on a slant in. Colson's going to break out there. Yeah, I like that better. I mean, I say this is your base play just because of the effectiveness of that route. I would streak Thomas, so I know it's man-to-man, and did you see that defender going trailing over here, Porter? He started out wide and trailed right. You're going to know if it's man-to-man, because see how there's no one over to the right. Now you know it's man-to-man defense. So if you see man-to-man, make them respect that slant out by Thomas. If it's zone, I would probably streak Thomas and try and user catch him. And then Graham, yeah, I would slant him, maybe just streak him, clear him out, maybe curl him. Streak might be a pretty good one there. I think he'll clear space there. Yeah, he'll clear space, and then you have that user catch to Colson. But then you also have a deep user catch to Jimmy Graham. So again, see how Porter starts out over there and he slides in. Now I know that's zone. And when it's zoned, I want to check down my quick audible down, and I want to try and see if that flat route's there. That is the quick slants play. This is all part of the Raven scheme. So now, again, now I see it's man-to-man. Remember or zone, I'm sorry. Now it's zone defense. What I want to do here is I want to read the box. There's 6 guys in the box. I might want to check down here to my my halfback dive run and just try and run the ball up the middle of the field. When it is the stacked box like this, well, they're blitzing the house. 1 second, let me just pull up this exact slide. So let's just say it's man-to-man. This isn't directly from Nick's example. So if it is man-to-man, check down to the halfback counter. We're going to motion the far left wide receiver all the way to the right and snap it when he passes the right of screen tight end. So here it is, Graham, again, here's the zone. We're clearing out the space, and we're snapping there to clear out space. As you can see, that is a dynamic run that Nick has just showed us there. Now let's show it against zone. Versus zone, motion far left wide receiver to the right and snap it when he's next to the left of screen tight end. So I like what he's doing here. He's reading it and saying, okay, zone, but now I'm going to keep the extra blocker on this side, and he's going to run up and he's going to chip that guy, and then Darren Sproles trying to get down to the next area. So that's a nice little option there by the halfback counter. The halfback counter from that formation would be really good. Against man-to-man, Nick is suggesting, again, our quick audible up. Short pass formation audibles. He wants to slant the B receiver, slant in the B receiver, Colston. That short slant won't cut it. Gotcha. Curl the X receiver, which is our far left guy, that's square. Streak LB, Gilmore, and slant in A, which is X. So this is our man-to-man beater from this play. We didn't use any of the routes. That's fine. That's totally fine. We're just using the positioning on the field. We keep our halfback in the block. We got the dual slants, and now we can try and get upfield with Johnny Gilmore there. You have the curl check down. I actually really like that. What I would probably try and do is the following. Now, there's no play that gives me. There's no play. I might do this. I might do this against man. I'm going to see how this works. I'm going to do this. And just to see. Let's see how this works with Sproles. He gets over there in the flat. Bang! He's wide open there. I mean, maybe it's because I audibled late. Let me try that again. And that was my quick audible right. He just set up. I'm just trying to see how this motion out snap works. No, it's not that good. It's not that good. It's not that good. So just, keep that in your back pocket. But let's see. So back to the original setup. Here's where I'm going to make an adjustment. I almost like Colston in that slot there. I like that positioning better. That's the only adjustment I'm going to make. I like that better just because I like the positioning of where Colston is for the user catch over Gilmore. The slants will happen quicker, but I'm okay with that. I'm actually pretty happy that they're going to happen quicker. I can get inside position better with Colston when I streak that man right there. When it is man-to-man defense, I can get a better positioning with Colston, click on, and go up for the ball than I can where that L1 receiver is. So against man-to-man, you make sure you check down to that. That's a nice option. Against zone beater, it's our deep pass formation audible, quick right. He wants us to just streak a far left receiver. Streak corner combo, love it. Which will always beat man coverage. The tight end on an angled streak that gets you automatic interception for those of you that are confident catching user catches. That Gilmore route is devastating. Let's see. So this last one here, what I would potentially do here is maybe, because it's zone, it takes a little longer, I would maybe block Thomas and Sproles. Maybe just block Thomas or Sproles. But another good way that you could really all-out attack zone. So yes, that Gilmore route is great. But if you just curl Gilmore, place Thomas on a curl, on a drag, I mean, you're really going to flood the zone badly. You're going to get underneath, and then pull the guys deep, as you can see. That underneath drag is going to help to open up that curl route. As you'll see, the defenders should... See how they shift there? I mean, there's an inside defender right there, but inside defender that stays on the curl. But see how the curl, those guys are staying near the curl? And then the drag comes through, and then the drag gets picked up and leaving the curl one-on-one. We still don't like that matchup, but you can see the route combos working there. So here's again. I probably would drag Thomas, just because on the left side, he gives me that underneath route. That's a deep route by Colston. Sometimes it's always going to be there. So that's just kind of like a check down route I have. That angled streak is beautiful. It's a very nice route there, especially against man-to-man. If you get a situation where, like, say it's, you know, I see this all the time. I've been doing this with my playbook. Say Harper here's on a spy, right? Or they're using the safety. They're using their safety, and they just forget about that middle route, right? They just forget about it, and that happens. You have no idea how much that right there will happen because they get so user-happy, jumpy, and this is a play and a route combination that people haven't been using so far this year. People are going to start to adjust to it, but that's something that will be there, that angled streak, especially against cover 3. They're going to feel confident. You know, no one really has been attacking the middle of the field there like that, so make sure you check that out. Tomorrow, what we're going to break down from Nick is the I-form tight twins from this formation. Pretty excited about that. We'll break that down. Appreciate this from Nick. You can follow him on Twitter. He's at VG Raven Maniac. I posted his Twitter handle on the whiteboard so you can rewind the show. Check it out there. But as always, guys, we are changing the Madden community. We are doing it one snap at a time.